Hi, my name is Josh Norek. I am the president of a firm called Regalias Digitales, which in Spanish means digital royalties. And I'm here to talk just about some of the most common songwriter and music publisher royalties that get left behind on the table. And it's never a good idea to leave this money on the table because in the case of certain royalties like YouTube, they expire after just 2 years. I just want to say a little something about our firm, Regalias Digitales. We rep some of the biggest artists in a number of genres. On the Latin side, we've collected publishing royalties for Daddy Yankee, Los Tigres del Norte, Tucanes de Tijuana, with hip-hop artists like OMB and Flatbush Zombies, Lloyd Banks, and on the rock side with artists like Primus and The Used, and even reggae artists like Soja and Stick Figure. To me, collecting songwriter royalties is something deeply personal. In fact, my grandfather, when he was just 17 years old, wrote the lyrics to a very popular song that's been recorded by Frank Sinatra, Etta James, Chet Baker, a lot of big artists in the 40s. My grandfather sold the right for $50, then he got drafted into World War II, and his life was never the same. Had he kept those royalties, he could have been a very wealthy man. So for me, putting money in the pockets of songwriters makes me feel like Robin Hood, and I want to talk to you today about what royalties you might not be getting. If you're watching this video, you're certainly interested and on the right path. Let's talk. The first type of royalty that we often see left behind, and perhaps the most commonly left behind royalty, is the YouTube songwriter royalty, often known as the synchronization royalty. Now, I just want to explain, there are not one, not two, not three, but yes, 4 types of music royalties that are involved with music videos on YouTube. The first royalty, one we do not collect, is the video channel royalty. Roughly 40% of all royalties for music videos go to the channel holder or whoever administers the channel. Then there's another 40% that goes to what's called the master royalty, collected by the music distributor or the record label. There's also 5% called a performance royalty that's collected by songwriter societies like ASCAP and BMI. However, what we collect has nothing to do with any of those. We collect a separate songwriter music publisher royalty called the synchronization royalty. It's about 15% on every dollar. And unless you actually have a music publisher looking out for you, you're not going to get this money. You have to have a special account at YouTube, which almost no songwriters will have. So we can help get this money. It expires after just 2 years. And I just want to set expectations. YouTube pays roughly $150 to $200 per 1 million US views to the songwriter. So just to set expectations, we're probably not the company you want to talk to if your videos just have 10,000 views. The next royalty I want to talk about is what's called the mechanical royalty. Mechanical royalties are a type of music publisher and songwriter royalty that comes from streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Deezer, Amazon. Now, you might wonder, what the hell is a mechanical royalty? Why is it called that? It goes way back to the days of mechanical player pianos more than 100 years ago. These mechanical pianos would play sheet music, and those mechanical royalties were how songwriters got paid more than 100 years ago. But today, we're talking about it in terms of streaming. Again, you need to have a publishing administrator. If you're only registered with ASCAP and BMI, for example, for songwriter royalties, you're not getting these royalties. So many people I talk to say, no, I'm with ASCAP, I'm with BMI, I'm with CSAC. No, that does not mean you're getting your mechanical royalties. You may see Spotify and Apple listed on your BMI or ASCAP statements, but ASCAP and BMI only collect performance royalties from radio, television broadcast. So mechanical royalties is something else we specialize in. We do the registrations to ensure that you are getting your mechanical royalties on time. Last but not least, something I mentioned earlier, performance royalties. In the United States, the 3 main societies that collect performance royalties are ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. In order to get these royalties, register your songs regularly. There are 2 shares. There's the writer share and the publisher share. You might be registering your writer share but not have a publishing entity. That means you're losing half of your performance royalties. And performance royalties again refer to when a song is played on the radio, in the background on television, or in a movie. And in order to get these royalties, songs have to be registered on a regular basis. It's worth talking to us if you're not getting any one of these 3 royalties. We can do just YouTube only, we can do mechanical only, we can do YouTube mechanical and performance royalties. But I think the most important thing for any songwriter or music publisher watching this video is to ask yourself, am I getting all of these royalties? If you're just registering your songs at ASCAP BMI, you're leaving a lot of money on the table potentially. So please don't be shy in reaching out. We love hearing from people. Please check out our website, regaliasdigitales.com. And if you have any inquiries, we're happy to respond. It's always helpful if you reach out to us, let us know your top 5 most popular songs and the artist name. We're happy to do the research, let you know what we see. Thanks so much.